Wait. What the hell? Get up. Get up, little tempo.
I don't know what's going on with you.
Well, men, they say, are doing more chores around the home and getting more action in the bedroom as a result. A new study shows men not only doing much more housework, but spending far more time taking care of their kids.
Beta male.
Our next guest says these guys, nothing but wimps. Who else? He is who else but Mark Rudolph. You knew it already. Lise Wheel says Mark should stop the whining and pick up a mop. Okay, what's your grief this week, Mark?
It's very simple, Terry. Sex is a requirement, not a reward. Men who do chores to purchase sex are pathetic wimps. Any woman who's complaining that her man doesn't help around the house is the one who's at fault. Either she said, I do at the altar and I don't in the bedroom, or she married a lazy slob and expected him to become Mr. Belvedere.
Men in today's society are built like a Ken doll, smooth between the legs.
Ow, daddy, my pussy hurt.
It is not a man's role, a true masculine imperative, to stay home and do chores and get cucked. Now, Andrew Tate.
It's the femme-centric mindset, which is controlling men to the point where they can't be honest amongst themselves. And I'll tell you another thing, and this is a study that's been done. The higher your testosterone level, the lower your natural interest in babies. This is an actual
I
study.
can imagine that.
Yeah, it's a study. Sense, yeah. And what happens is when a man sits around a baby all the time, his testosterone level naturally decreases because it makes us more tolerant of the screaming, of the crying, woman's moaning. It's hard to be around all that crap when your testosterone level's high, right? So, especially as a man, if you decide to be a second mother, to some degree, you're chemically castrating yourself. You're losing your superpowers anyway. If you have a high testosterone level, you should want to see your children, you should love your children, you should protect your children. I'm not saying you shouldn't love them. I'm saying you should pick them up, have fun with them. Wow, love you so much, been 2 hours, I'm out, see ya. That's how a father raises kids. He doesn't sit there all day, every day. That's new age garbage. It's not real.
But given what women want out of a relationship.
Women don't know what they want.
Ah, here we go.
They don't. Women want things women think they want things and then they get them and they leave the dude.
That's a fact.
Mark, first of all, let's say congratulations to all the guys out there on this fabulous study that says they're spending twice as much time doing the housework and 3 times as much time with the kids. That's great. Now, I'll tell you something, Mark. If you're doing work around the house and you're helping out and you're showing that you respect your spouse, your wife, your loved one, that's hot. If you're sitting there like a big schlemiel on your couch drinking the beers while I'm vacuuming around you, that's not hot. That's not going to go anywhere. It's not that it's a requirement. It's something about respect, Mark. I don't know if you know much about that.
She has a point.
First of all, Lise, don't get yourself excited.
Oh, Mark.
Second of all, men are doing things around the house because things need to be done, not because they're purchasing sex. And by the way, Lise,
yes,
I've never
Mark?
seen women out in the front yard raking leaves, on the roof replacing shingles. I've never seen them taking out the garbage, carrying luggage. And by the way, at your office, I'll bet you've never seen a woman replace that 5 or 10 gallon jug on top of the bubbler. It's always the man who does it. So let's be clear. Let's be clear about doing chores, Lise.
Yeah, Mark, you haven't been around me. You haven't been around our neighborhood. I have painted a roof. I have built a full part of a house. I built a deck. I've done a lot of different things like that, Mark, that I bet you couldn't do. And I'll tell you something else, Mark.
Send me the videos, Lise.
Imagine, Mark.
She said she painted a roof. This woman just literally told on herself and lost all credibility. When was the last time you seen a roof getting painted? That's like me saying I mopped the ceilings and I vacuumed the side of my walls. That's why you never trust anything that bleeds 5 days straight and cannot die.
For just imagine, for one horrific split second that we were married, wouldn't you want to be doing some chores to make me happy, Mark, just because you liked me and wanted to make me happy, Mark?
Hell no, to the no, hell to the no.
First of all, Lise Poo. I don't know if it's possible to make you happy, but if we were married, there would be a lot of sex, and you'd be taking out the garbage. You'd be loving every minute of it.
I don't think it goes 3 times garbage, Mark, equals sex, and that's not what this study was about.
Lisa, I'm not purchasing sex from you with money, drinks, dinners, or household chores.
The study said that men that are out there and actually showing respect for their working wives and doing the laundry and doing the tasks and taking care of the kids makes for a happier marriage, a happier partnership, Mark.
Lisa, it's not about showing respect for the woman, it's about showing respect for the house. And again, my point is, a man doesn't purchase sex with chores. If he's not getting sex, which should come first, he shouldn't do any chores.
Every time that I see this man start to smirk or grin, smile, I know he is about to absolutely crucify somebody. Let's play that again.
But if we were married, there would be a lot of sex, and you'd be taking out the garbage. You'd be loving every minute of it.
That's where he's the goat! The goat!
When this man came out of his mother's womb, he was destined and was born to be alpha. Mark bleepin' Rudolph is a crusader for equality.
I can't
There's a
believe what I
reason
just
that
heard
women
you
live
say.
longer, Mark. Let me tell you. It is because we are stronger and we are happier at the end of the day than most men. And that is factual, and you know it.
When men are married to women who scream like you, they just want to die sooner.
That's where he's the goat! The goat!
Mark bleepin' Rudolph was the Kevin Samuels before Kevin Samuels became popular. Mark Rudolph is a cream gobbler executionist, a leader amongst men. He is a national treasure that must be protected at all costs. And gentlemen, if you look at this woman,
one horrific split second that we were married,
you can tell she wants to be secretly married to Mark.
First of all, Lisi Poo, I don't know if it's possible to make you happy, but if we were married, there would be a lot of sex, and you'd be taking out the garbage. You'd be loving every minute of it.
Because according to the book of the cheek-pounding prophecy, section Tholalidians, it states, if you can make a girl laugh, you shall have access to the vaginal path.
She's about the butt! My finger rap, she's about the butt! She's about the butt!
So when he goes into the bathroom at night, when he goes into the bathroom at night, Lace, when a man goes into the bathroom at night, and if he sees his wife doing the skin cream ritual on the elbows, on the hands, on the face, then she puts on the flannel pajamas, he should say, you take out the garbage.
Because you know what, Mark? She's so exhausted from having to do all the work around the house before she doesn't have any time for any of that.
Oh, poor
Thank
baby.
you.
Yeah, okay, Lise gets the last word.
Bye,
You got the
Marky
first
Poo.
word, Mark. Okay.
Lise, I can't wait for
Have
you.
a good weekend, Mark. You too.
The world has gone just a little bit mad, don't you think? Gender roles have been blurred, leaving many of us confused and astray what our traditional core values in life is, what our purpose is. Now, if you abandon traditional core values between a man and a woman, you will start to see society fall apart.
Report shows that by 2030, 45% of working women ages 25 to 45 by 2030 will be non-married, no kids, single. Okay, so you might say, well, what's wrong with that? Okay. If you think that you're going to be 45 years old, no kids, not married, and that you're going to genuinely be fulfilled in life because you made money, best of luck to you, honey.
Right. Mark bleepin' Rudolph is not a debater. He is a professional roaster, a cream gobbling executionist. He is educational, and he spoke logic to this woman with 100% facts. And gentlemen, this was 14 years ago. Now, if Mark bleepin' Rudolph said this today, he will be immediately executed and his head will be on a stick. He will be canceled. And the fact that he is speaking the truth, it is irrelevant. And now, when you speak truth in today's society, it is considered hurtful or offending. And we all witnessed that firsthand. From the top G Now, speaking of the top G, Andrew Tate, what's your take on this?
So there was hardship, right? And your dad wasn't always around. There was a story with like the hair. He gave you the whole haircut, and he told you hair doesn't matter. And all this like really formed you.
Yeah.
I want to hear about it. I want to hear about the hardship.
Okay. Well, the hardship, my whole life was hardship. And to some degree, I try and make sure my life retains some degree of hardship. My father was the OG. I was raised by probably the best father on earth. I really genuinely believe
But he wasn't around?
But a father doesn't have to be around. This is the big mistake. This is another big mistake, especially among the conservatives and the tradcons and all this crap. The idea that a father needs to sit around like a second mother to make a child healthy is a fallacy. In fact, I'd say it's detrimental to the child. I see all these dudes out here, they have a kid and they basically become mother number 2. Why? The mother keeps the child alive. As a father, it's your job to be impactful. You need to guide. You need to be a role model. You need to be a superhuman. Everyone should look at their father like a superhero. That's what you should genuinely view him as. It's hard to be a superhero if you're home every day arguing with your wife, changing diapers. That's not what a man should do. A man should rock up, teach lessons, be impactful, and it's more about quality as opposed to quantity of time. I saw my dad once a month. He was out on the streets. He was pimping, hustling. My father was a chess grandmaster. He's traveling the world playing chess. He had all his girls. He's doing whatever he's doing. When he came home, it was an impactful time. Whether it was a positive impact or it was a big argument or whatever, never was I ever around my father. It was a low energy environment. That's not who he was as an individual. And I remember every single second spent with him. There's a whole bunch of dudes out here and chicks. Their father's home all the time, fine. But if you're home all the time, you're gonna lose to a degree your mystery. It doesn't matter how cool you are as an individual. If you're home all the time, always, you're not gonna have that magical power as opposed to, whoa, dad's home. I'm telling you, the biggest mistake fathers make is that they let the woman convince them that to be a good dad, they need to be there all the time. That is a complete lie. Fathers never did this. We were always at war or down in the coal mines or away working. This is the way it's always been for humanity, right? The men were away doing important things. Now the man's at home changing diapers like a punk.
Why does that mystery matter?
Of course it matters, because life is mystery. Life is a whole...
That doesn't mean anything. That's just a lot of beautiful, exciting words.
Life is absolutely mystery. I'll tell you why the mystery matters. Because for a female to retain her attractionness to a man, there has to be a degree of mystery. That's the first thing. So we're talking about a household where even the woman truly respects her man. There's a bunch of dudes out here, a bunch of people who are married, who are home every day, low testosterone levels, they're cucked out, and they're going to disagree with me. Fine. But it's the truth. A woman is more attracted to a man who gives a little bit of mystery.
Now, before I end this video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Now, before I do end this video, let me share this with you guys. The only thing feminist about me is
my dick.
Because the way it
sticks up for women.
Олег! Олег! Олег, отойди от нее. Ментам позвонили, все.
Ja, die kommen gleich.
Ja, ich komm nicht auf. Ich komm nicht von hier. Ich schwöre, mich kennt keiner hier bei Gott.
Einmal bitte
Du bist
bezahlen.
ein Hurensohn, ein gottloser Hurensohn bist du. Ein gottloser Hurensohn. Deine Mutter fickt dich, du Hurensohn.
Ich verstehe kein Deutsch.
Lach nur. Irgendwann fickt dich auf Karma, du Hurensohn. Bei Gott sogar. Irgendwann fickt dich auf Karma. Gottverdammter Hurensohn. Deine Mutter ist eine Hure.
Ich fick dich, Alter.
Ja, komm doch.
Олег, Олег.
Fick mich, komm.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Ну я же говорил, Олег, блядь. Не провоцируй.
Сука ебаная.
Олег, уйди. Уйди оттуда. Не провоцируй, я, блядь, говорил же тебе, блядь.
That right there was like a magical reset button, a reincarnation, because that lady got slapped into the state of shut the fuck up. She became a whole new person. And right after that, her attitude completely disappeared. Only if men like that will learn from him, maybe the women in the West will stop being Kareem guzzlers. Gentlemen, that's it for today's video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Now, before I end this video, may I show this bonus clip to my fellow cheek-slaying soldiers.
Female be like, yeah, you fumble me. That's how I know you don't even watch football. Because when you fumble, you accidentally drop the ball. Girl, I threw you back to the streets. That's a complete pass. Ain't no fumbling over here. That wasn't no accident on God.
This is your life. All I'm offering is the truth, nothing more.
You have chosen wisely.
Open your eyes.